My name is Jean. I'm 74 years old. I'm married. I have a daughter and 2 sons and 8 grandchildren. For most of my life I've enjoyed good health, been quite active, caring for a family with a large house and garden and doing voluntary work. I always enjoyed walking, and that was something that my husband and I hoped to do more of in our retirement. In my late 50s I began to have difficulty getting up from chairs, and I also used to fall easily, which I usually attributed to uneven pavements, but when I fell I couldn't get up from the ground without help very often. As this got worse, when I was about 60 I went to see my GP about it, and he referred me to a neurologist who diagnosed a rare condition called inclusion body myositis. This is a muscle wasting disease which is progressive, doesn't respond to treatment, and usually results eventually in causing considerable mobility problems. A few years ago I had a fall and fractured my femur. I was taken to hospital and this was repaired with a partial hip replacement. I had great difficulty in hospital because nobody understood my condition, and so they couldn't understand my mobility problems. I had difficulty moving in bed, and the nurses would say, "Push down with your good leg," and I couldn't seem to make them understand that in fact my good leg was the one that was injured, whereas the other one, which looked good, had actually no muscle strength. Doctors hadn't heard of the condition either, and on one occasion, after telling a doctor what was wrong, I heard him telling somebody else that it was something quite different. He seemed to think that I was just the patient and not the expert. About a year later I was admitted to hospital again with a chest infection. At this time I was prepared, and when I went in I was quite assertive about my condition and about the things I needed to help me. My husband, who's my full-time carer, also made my needs known, and so things were a little easier. But it's very hard having to do all this explaining when you're not well and you're in pain. When I was told about the person-held record system, I was really pleased because I thought that this could be a tremendous help and make things a lot easier. I've only used it once. I took it with me when I went to a minor injuries unit. The nurse practitioner had not seen one before, but he was quite interested and wrote a report in it. And in fact it was useful for me because when I was asked about my medication, I was able to look in the file and produce my latest prescription. So basically I think this is a very good idea. I hope I never need to use it, but if I do, I know it will be a help and make things easier.